I was on TikTok the other day, and like I said, I follow Elijah on there, and like, so I was just like going through TikToks or whatever, and like, it just wound up being a bunch of his, and he was like, "Let me show you the virgin corner."
Yeah, that's my virginity corner. That's what I call it.
That one got me, dude. That was a good one.
His fortress of virginity.
My fortress of virginity.
Good luck getting past this, ladies. Flips fedora around.
Yeah. That's how I beat him off with the stick. It's just a big old virginity corner.
He calls his whole apartment the chastity belt.
The chastity belt.
He's a superhero too. He's like, to the chastity belt, and he flies off.
Ladies hit me up with that, what you doing? And I just send him a pic of the virginity corner, and I never hear from him again.
That's right. Drive him away. Away from me, harlots.
I don't want to be horny. I just want to be happy.
I don't want to go to jail.
Elijah's apartment is the sanctum of sex.
The sanctum of sex.
You know, they really do miss out on a lot, not being able to see what goes on in this.
Yeah.
This is a grade A goof, I will say.
I think, like, once we get large enough, I would love to make this, like, a video.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'd be cool, especially, like, if we ever, like, go to, like, YouTube or something. Like, it gives people something to watch rather than just a black screen or our logo or something.
Yeah, I mean, people being able to see me would definitely boost our numbers.
For real.
I mean, it's hard being the 3 best looking guys that I've ever seen.
Like, how is it that luck brought the 3 best looking men on the planet together like this?
Yep.
I just didn't know I was getting new co-hosts. Elijah, when are they coming in?
Yeah, Mac is the classic version, but like, you may not like it, ladies, but Elijah and I and Mac are all different versions of what peak male performance looks like.
Yep.
Guys, if we were an ice cream flavor, we'd be Neapolitan. Let's be real here. And not even the good Neapolitan. You remember the Neapolitan your parents would buy like for birthdays and stuff? My parents were like
the one they can't legally call it
this.
Neapolitan. It has to be called something else. So
It comes in that plastic tub and it's just called ice cream. Like it doesn't even have a brand. It just says ice cream on it. Remember it was the clear bucket with like the blue handle?
Oh yeah, no, I mean Grandma had it too. I mean, I get it. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure we had that ice cream on like every one of my birthdays, and it was, dude, you'd have that ice cream, and you'd be like, dude, this is government ice cream.
But it was like pretty solid. I remember.
Go buy a bucket of that ice cream today, please, and tell me. I don't even think they sell that anymore. I don't even think they sell it anymore.
They found something dangerous, and it's like they can't legally sell it anymore.
Yeah, it probably had like lead in it.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe that's why we're stupid. Maybe we got brain damage from the lead ice cream.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
Oh my gosh.
All wings report in.
HouseDog, standing by.
Mother Goose, standing by.
Lowtech Tuck, standing by.
Lock S foils in attack position. Animal Squadron ready for battle.
Well, hello there, and welcome back to the Animal Squadron podcast. I'm your host, HouseDog, and with me, as always, is my hairiest host, the guy that does things.
I do things. Hi, everybody.
I don't know what I was going with that. It just happened.
No, it's real. I do stuff sometimes.
I also kind of got distracted because at the beginning of the intro, I kind of said it was like kind of creepy, like the way that I said hello there. It was like a very sultry, like, hello there, and welcome to the Animal Squadron podcast.
Oh, don't worry, we're keeping all of them.
Yep. It's staying.
So glad you're here. We've missed you.
Welcome to Ichi's chair.
Welcome back to Ichi's chair. Go ahead, sit back, relax, and let us take care of everything for you.
Oh God, are you gonna murder the audience?
I'm making sweet, sweet audio love to the audience. Hello, Tuck. Welcome back again.
Hey, everybody. What's happening?
I listen to our stuff after we record it because I'm a loser and I like hearing us talk. I don't know.
Oh,
it's
me
comforting.
too.
Me
No,
too.
I definitely do. Yeah.
I think this is, damn it, this might be another point in the autism spectrum.
It might.
Just maybe.
That we all love Star Wars so much because it's our special niche that we listen to our own podcast about it.
A couple.
Think-
So, you guys, I listened
comforts
to
me.
all of our episodes like 3 or 4 times. if
Me
not
too,
more.
dude. And there's some that I go back to, like for
Oh,
instance,
dude,
the
I go
holiday
back to
special
stuff all
one. I listen to that one like once a month, probably,
Dude, I just listened to it the other day.
because it brings me so much joy. I can't stop.
And you
Holiday
know what?
special is goated. And then I listened to one the other day, and the ending is just like everybody, you guys like signing off. Like it was back whenever like Tuck first got on the podcast, and you guys say like bye normally, like how we usually get off and everything. And then out of nowhere, I just start making the Ewok noise,
Oh, that one. Yeah.
and I don't stop. I just continue, and then eventually you guys just join in.
Yep. No.
No,
Yeah.
it's the whenever they're praising C-3PO in return.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah. No, see, that's a sign that what we're creating is good, that we can re-listen to it. If we couldn't re-listen to it, how could we expect an audience to, you know?
That's true, but my whole point of this entire tangent was realizing that Tuck's name is now in the whenever you click on the podcast. Like I always listen on Spotify because I pay for Spotify and everything.
Yeah, me too.
Like Tuck's name is up there with us now. Like
Yeah.
whenever you first click on it.
I'm
Yeah.
an accredited member.
We just got to get some cover art that has Tucker on there too.
I don't know. I kind of like the fact that we brought Tucker on fully as a co-host and he still has no cover art.
Well, and honestly, it's very on brand for me. It's like Lowtech Tuck. Like it's as if I couldn't design my own character, and I think that's fair.
Dude, you think we
I think
designed
that's
our own
funny.
characters? I paid $50.
Shh, don't tell the audience. Which actually, I'm sorry, our cover art is so good. Like $50
It
is a
dude.
crime.
It is, dude. It's so good.
I think it was like $50. So backstory: whenever Elijah and I first started this venture, it was whenever we like way back. Like this was years ago now. That's weird to say, but like it was years ago now. And one of the guys I knew, he followed this guy on Instagram that did like car designs and stuff. Like he does like art of cars and stuff for people of like their cars. And I hit him up on Instagram. I was like, hey, I know you primarily do like cars and stuff, but I'm doing a podcast. I really like the way you design your stuff. Here's what I'm thinking. Could you do it? And he was like, yeah, this isn't really my normal thing. I was like, okay, well, hey, I'm willing to, take a chance and spend the money if you're willing to give up your time. And he was like, yeah, I can't promise anything. Can't promise it'll turn out how you like it or that it's good or anything. I was like, no worries. We're just trying to get some cover art here. And that's what he sent me.
Yeah.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah.
What a guy.
The rest of the story is history. Here we are
History,
now.
yeah. This will be our 81st episode. Can you guys believe that?
We're on the road to 100, and it's only
On the
taken us
road to
how many
100.
years?
Let's go.
But dude, you know what's wild though is like it's like when did y'all start it? Has it been 4 years?
Yeah, September of 2020. So not
Yeah.
quite 4 years, but close.
Yeah, but like since like in 2 years we've done like 60 episodes
Yeah.
or
We're
something.
definitely
really?
getting more consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Wow.
whenever I joined, y'all were only on like episode like 27
20
or something.
yeah,
No, I think it
26
was
or
earlier than
27.
that because I was listening to our old episodes, and I think you come on before then. Like it might even be 25 because I
Yeah.
also think there's a lost episode because
There is Obi-Wan.
Yeah, the Kenobi
that's what
one.
it was. Yeah, because Tucker's a part of the Rogue One Part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say though,
26.
like I think for me, Tales of the Jedi really was like my first like real episode though.
Yeah.
Because like Rogue One Part 2, like I just got on there.
You just there, just part of it.
It was
Like,
great.
it's
There was no
it's
like.
so chaotic.
It's funny because I introduced you like you've been on the podcast before, and there's no episode with Tuck in it before. I tried to find it; it doesn't exist.
That's
the
funny,
Kenobi
dude.
episode. Yep.
Yeah, and then we start talking about Admiral Akbar.
That episode is terrible,
chaos.
dude.
I know. There's so much chaos. I always just tell people like start at Tales of the Jedi. I don't even tell people that I'm on that episode if they want to hear me.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. We've been doing this for 4 years, and we have never had a birthday episode for the podcast. We haven't reached 100 yet. Like, dude, we're gonna have to do something big for 100.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm planning on it, my dude. Planning on it.
I'm kind of thinking maybe 100 should be our droid sentience episode. Our little
I'm thinking
debate.
100. I'm thinking 100 should be live episode, man.
We could do that and do the debate.
Live in-person episode. I think we have to
Oh,
make it happen.
jeez. Oh, jeez. That'd take some doing. But I mean,
I
what?
could road trip down. I've got 3 of these mics now and my sound mixer. I could bring by that time I probably will have my 4th of these, which are made for recording multiple people in a small space.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I listened to the one that we did at my parents' house, Elijah, and our audio sounds really good just off of like my one
one
mic.
mic.
It's the
wasn't
best
too
we've
bad.
ever sounded.
Yeah, no, actually, I mean that could work because you could drive up to Mac,
Mhm.
and then Josh and I could drive down, like if we want him to be part of it, because I think you had mentioned that one.
Yeah,
time.
I definitely need. I need
that's-
some backup. I'm not 1v2ing you guys.
Yeah, but also he's only with it because he likes killing them. Like it's
Yeah.
only because of the chaos.
And that's something. I'll take it.
See, if Elijah had just sold the podcast while I was gone, we would have the funds to fly
If I
Elijah
would've
here.
just sold the podcast.
to all the buyers that were out there.
Yep.
Hey,
The
you
real
said that, like,
buyers
3
that
people
definitely
tried to
weren't
buy,
bots.
Oh, really?
No, not necessarily buy, but they wanted us to join their podcast network. But I'm sure, like, I don't think they really even listen to the podcast. I think they just send it to every podcast they can find.
Yeah.
Hey, the fact that anybody found us, though,
Right? It's something.
that means
That's
we're
true.
out there, boys. We're out there.
Hey, boys.
Yeah.
We're talking about The Bad Batch today. Season 3, Episode 8.
You will not stop the chaotic energy that is coming through today, Elijah. I am a menace, and I will continue to be.
I plan to hone it. I plan to hone that chaotic energy.
Yeah,
On
I mean,
the Bad
honestly,
Batch.
I really want to play a game after this, so I mean, like, I'm down to keep her moving a little bit.
This Bad Territory is what this episode's called.
It's a good thing that like nothing happens in this episode. I
I
remembered it, but
Dude,
like
actually,
nothing happens.
I disagree.
There is zero
I
story
disagree.
progression.
There's some solid plot lines in this.
I'm kind of in the middle. I agree with Tuck. There's some really solid plot lines. I think this is an important episode, especially with what happens going forward. Like, we need this episode.
Well,
But
and
it's the
also
same-
Wrecker's a gator wrestler. That's pretty
Wrecker's
cool.
a gator wrestler.
He's wrestling gators.
But I don't
Yes,
know,
this
I
episode actually took place in Louisiana.
I didn't really enjoy this one that much. I didn't
I
hate it.
loved this one. Really?
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
But what I will say is I'm caught up to episode 13. At the time of us recording, that was the last one that's released. This is the last episode that I just didn't really enjoy. Like everything else past this point, I've loved. And the last 3 are going to be like the finale. So I'm probably going to enjoy those. But I mean, I can't say for sure.
Yeah, so I've only got I watched up to episode 9. So after 9, it's all new territory for me.
Hell yeah. But Tucker, take it away. You said you enjoyed this one?
Yeah, Tuck, why did you like this one? Because not a lot happened, man.
Hey, wait.
we
That
get
seems a little judgmental.
Well, no, the main reason I liked it, is because, like, in my opinion, this was just a really original story. Like, for instance, like, I can't think of another boat that I've seen in Star Wars, like, that actually goes on the water.
Yeah.
Clone Wars, the Zero the Hutt arc.
Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, like I said, I can't think of one, but that doesn't mean that one doesn't exist.
I'm back, baby.
But anyway,
it's
it's very rare. And then also what I liked too is, I mean, I also just happen to really like swamps and stories that take place in swamps. Like, I think that's just interesting. And then also I love the chaos.
Swamp for you.
Oh my gosh. Welcome back to Ichi's chair.
Welcome back to Ichi's swamp. Dive on in and let's get dirty. Mm.
I'll be your alligator. Anyway,
we haven't said anything necessarily bad, but I just feel like this episode's gonna need an explicit tag. I just feel uncomfortable.
Welcome to Ichi's dirty sex swamp.
Oh, there it is.
People are gonna have to clean their brains after hearing this. Anyways, so. Like, I also just love stories about swamps, and then, like, I loved the space alligators. I loved also how, like, their bounty, the guy, I forget his name, it's like Skur or something. Skylar, yeah.
Siler. I knew everybody would forget it, and
Yeah.
that's why I made it a point to remember that his name was Siler, the praying mantis guy. Super cool character. I did like Siler.
But also, like, one thing I liked about him is, like, he booby-trapped everything, and I thought that was so intricate and kind of cool. Like, especially, like, in his hut, where, like, Hunter's being really careful to not step on what he thinks is a booby trap, is actually his trap door to get out from under his house. Like, it's like, you know, he designed it just amazingly, and so I had a lot of fun. I loved seeing Fee again, Fennec Shand.
Yeah.
I was so confused. I was like, who is Fee?
I had a great time. Oh, yeah. Well, she's a liberator of lost items. And not a pirate.
Oh, Fee, the black chick on Pabu.
Yeah.
We have not seen we have not seen her at all this season.
Yeah.
No, it's been a while.
We get more Omega and Crosshair.
We do. Which I was wanting to talk about that because, like, their journey throughout this episode was, like, trying to help Crosshair heal his hand, and they go through, like, this meditation and some training, and I really liked how it was done, but something that's kind of been bothering me is, like, AZ tells him that his accuracy is, like, I think 52.3%, something around that, might have been 53.6, somewhere in there. Mm-hmm. And then, like, we see him training a couple times. Like, in this episode, Omega specifically says, like, you're still better than most snipers, but, like, he kind of doesn't hit, like, they never show him actually hitting anything.
Yeah, but also, I mean, like, to be fair, statistically, like, under stress, people miss, like, 70% of their shots.
Oh, for sure. Mm-hmm. For sure. I just think
so,
it's...
I mean, yeah.
I just think it's funny that they, like, keep kind of this narrative that he's still better than most, but they're not actually, like, showing us that. Like, all they're showing us is him kind of struggling.
Yeah. Well, because, I mean, he is. Like, it's...
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this season was definitely to, like, humanize Crosshair finally.
Oh, yeah.
Which is what, like, I always wanted as a viewer.
Yeah, I agree.
Wow, the autism's heavy in here today, boys.
Yeah.
We were just making sure you had time to finish your thought. Because we love you.
Yeah, I'm thinking about... No, like, generic overview of this episode. The Bad Batch needs information about what the Empire's doing. They contact a bounty hunter. It winds up being Fennec Shand. Fennec Shand is like, okay, if you want information, you have to go on this side quest and, you know, help me catch this guy. And that was pretty much it.
But again, it is an important episode for, like, the story as a whole, because they don't know what M count is, and they've been through so much because of Omega's M count and for why, and so I think this was really important for them to taking that step to finding out this information so that they can protect Omega.
Yeah, but they didn't even find out any information.
No, but
They're on the track.
They're on the track, right. Finnick, at the very end of the episode, or that was her promise, is like, I don't know, but I know someone who knows. Help me out, and I will get you in contact with them. And the episode ends with Finnick contacting somebody.
Wait, who does everybody think it is? Tuck, you go first, because I have my theory.
I think it's Asajj Ventress, personally.
Elijah?
I mean, I've seen the episode, so I can't say.
Yes.
I could make a character up. I think it's Gunji.
Hey, Gunji does get mentioned in this episode. I wanted to say that earlier. That's whenever everything got quiet, and I was like, man, everybody's really quiet. That's what I was thinking. That's what I wanted to say, was that because I know you love him, so I wanted to bring him up, that he got brought up in this episode.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Did you have a theory, though, on who she contacts?
Yeah, I thought, wild idea. I was like, maybe it's Boba.
Maybe.
That could be interesting.
Because he would have an understanding of the whole, cloning process.
Yeah, I thought it might be Boba.
Oh, I really want to see Boba and Omega together now. I haven't really thought about that.
Wait, so if Boba and Omega had a kid, would it be incest?
Nope, that's not what I meant.
Omega's still a child. We can't talk about it.
Boba is too at this point.
I didn't say
Oh,
right
yeah, I
now.
forget when this was. I forgot when that was, yeah.
When I said together, I just meant, hanging out as brother and sister.
Yeah, but, if they had a kid, would it be incest?
I mean, that is kind of an interesting point, because, on another note, let's
I
say,
have to put the explicit tag. I'm gonna have to, boys.
Let's say another, maybe taking the track off of them, maybe, what if, an adult clone and, say, Emery, have a child with that? I don't know.
Is it sex or masturbation? Is that the question?
Oh, is that where we're going with it? Oh, man.
Because, they're not technically brother and sister. They're technically the same person.
The same person.
Yeah, actually, that's interesting. Because, we know that they're not sterile. We know that they're capable of having children.
Yeah, we've seen it plenty of times in Clone Wars. Always got to bring it back to Clone Wars, baby.
Wait.
Was that a Taco Bell cup?
Yes, it was a Taco Bell cup. I went and got a Baja Blast before we recorded.
Oh, that's why you were late?
No, I was listening to the episode while driving. To be clear,
crazy.
I really was just listening. My eyes were on the road, I promise. Hey, what were we talking about? I feel like I had a really important point I wanted to make.
That if Omega and Boba had a kid, would it be incest?
No, the clone. You're talking about the deserter?
The farmer.
The farmer?
Because where there's a farm, there's a farmer.
I know what you're about to say. I know those kids technically aren't his kids.
Those ones are adopted.
Mm-hmm.
Do we see other clones with kids?
I don't know, but I do know that it's canon, though, that they are not sterile. The Kaminoans specifically.
That's it. Elijah, Google it.
They can have children.
Google it, Elijah.
I'm very confident on this.
Tuck likes to spout off old EU nonsense and pretend it's canon.
I'm telling you,
Why is it gotta be my Google search history that gets messed up?
in this hero arc, Elijah, you're Ned. You're the guy in the chair, man. I'm sorry, but you are.
All right.
Ned's cool.
Okay. So the first thing that popped up: can clone troopers have children in Star Wars? Yes, they were fertile and had some sexual drive.
Told you.
Is that canon?
Let's see.
When was this post? When was this post?
We all know that clones, like Jedi, aren't allowed to have children or wives because they would make thousands of genetically similar children, and the Republic didn't want to have to inform thousands of families of their patriarch's death. So could clones have protected sex while on leave or when stationed on safe populated planets? Or was all sexual activity banned?
But also, though, that doesn't answer the question, though.
I know.
Are they fertile or not?
So clones
I
be
really-
laying pipe. That's all
I
I'm
read
hearing.
all that. I read all
gonna
that.
we're gonna have to cut this whole thing, dude. This is gonna be a lost episode.
Nah,
Okay,
leave it
this-
in, baby. Leave it
this is
in.
This is from 8 years ago. We don't know if they're sterile. They're probably a large stigma against being with a clone after they were forced out of the military.
Wait, you're
Yeah, it
8
doesn't-
years ago.
It doesn't look like the canon has an answer.
8
Because
years ago.
why would Dave Filoni talk about if they're sterile or not?
8 years
Well, no,
ago.
it's- well, no,
when
it's
was the
important-
Disney buyout?
No, it's important because the Kaminoans
12 years ago.
the Kaminoans did it because
What?
they were afraid of is by like, making them sterile and so that they wouldn't be as good of fighters. Like the Republic was worried about that. So the Kaminoans made them fertile.
Yeah, Tuck was there. He knows.
I'm telling you, dude. I think that is the truth.
The Disney buyout was 12
Hey.
years ago?
Yeah.
Well, that's wild. Yeah.
Really? I feel old right now.
As
There's
somebody-
no way.
hey,
There's
listen.
no way.
Yeah, 2012.
Wow.
It's crazy.
As somebody who is sterile, I still feel like a man. I still feel like I can do some fighting.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I'm not trying to insult you.
No,
but
no.
I'm just
no, you
saying,
did.
like,
No, it's fine. It's whatever.
oh, did I?
No,
Show
no,
us the
I'm kidding.
virginity
I'm
corner
kidding.
again.
You want me to turn the lights on so you can see it?
No, I like it in the dark. Welcome back to Elijah's Virginity Corner. It's okay. Don't be afraid.
We'll take care of everything.
Itchy's here to calm your nerves. Drink this
Anyway.
funny drink.
I
Just
don't
think
think
about
there's a-
his gummy mouth.
From what I could find, I don't
a
think
field
there's a
cup.
canon answer. But I am with Tuck, though. Just like head canon wise, I don't think they would be sterile.
You never answered the original question. If Boba and Omega,
God.
Dude, I told you. I think if an adult clone and Emery had a child, that it would
who
be
is Emery? Oh, Emery's the scientist.
the
lady.
doctor. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying because they're both adults at this time.
Yeah.
I think that their child, like, I don't think it would be incest. It would be more so like basically they would be cloning again. It would just be
That's
a
what-
clone of both of them.
Yeah, actually.
Because they have
yeah,
the
'cause-
exact same genes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just be more Boba Fett's.
Sounds like incest to me.
Yeah, but without the birth defects. It would just be a clone.
Would there be? Is that how 99 happened?
No!
Elijah, you know that sound effect where it's like, "Woo, woo, woo." I need you to put that in post, okay?
No, I'm gonna use yours.
No.
I think maybe also we should just, at this point, just go ahead and just say that this is Bad Batch Season 3, Episode 8, plus other stuff.
What's others? Yeah, typically when we get on big tangents like this, I'll put like other topics discussed in episodes. How am I gonna write clone sex, you guys? How,
Well, don't say that.
morally, how am I gonna write that down?
Don't say those two
It's
words,
really
but
easy.
could
You
say-
just put the bullet point and you write clone incest question mark.
I was thinking more so you could say, like,
Why?
clones, colon,
Incest?
fertile or not, is what I would say.
Clones
You could say-
sterile? Question mark. Clones like Mother Goose? Clones like Lowtech, Tuck, and HouseDog? Question mark.
Why are we paying Elijah, man? We're doing half of his job.
Hey, you're not paying me.
I disagree.
Hey, audience, subscribe so that maybe one day they can pay me.
We're not paying.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Also, I like money, too. Just for the record.
Unsubscribe just so we don't have to pay him.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, so this episode, I really was excited to see Finnick again. I really like how much backstory we're getting with her, with other adventures we're getting. I know it was that much, but I don't know. It's just really cool, and I'm excited to be able to do a chronological watch through and see like all of it, like the whole story in order.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Her
that'd be
story or like the Bad Batch story?
Both, but just like the Star Wars story in general. Just because there are going to be so many little things, like seeing Finnick in Bad Batch and then not really seeing her again until The Mandalorian, you know?
Yeah.
All these little details I think are going to make a chronological watch through really good.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, plus it's Star Wars. Like, it's pretty hard for it to not be awesome.
Yeah. I really did. I know Tucker's talked about the crocodile creatures. I really liked them as well. That was one of my favorite parts of the episode. And I think Finnick had some really good lines. Little things like after they got attacked by the crocodiles, and they're like, so that's within the water? And she's like, yeah, now you know why I'm not getting in it.
Yeah. And then Wrecker's like, I forget what he says, but then she's like, no, I'm not going in. You are. Oh, yeah, that's right. He says, like, he's like, but you said we don't have to go in the water. And she's like, no, I'm not going in the water. You are.
Yeah. And, like, she makes it clear that, like, they're not getting paid any money. Like, she's keeping all of it. One of Wrecker or Hunter at some point mentions, like, working with Finnick. And she's like, no, don't get it twisted. You're working for me.
Yep, I like it. And then, also we mentioned earlier too the very important plot points in this. I think like the main takeaways from this episode that I think are very important are Finnick both has the information and like also appears to be planning on potentially either double crossing them or giving them the information.
Yeah.
So that's going to be very interesting to see what she does.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Also, Crosshair is, actually starting to seek help for his hand. And we also learned, too, what AZ says that it is in his mind.
Yeah.
But it may have something to do with what they did to him on Tantus, so.
Yeah, which was your original theory, right, Tuck? Or was it Max? That that's what the problem was what happened on Tantus.
I don't remember. Go listen to that episode.
I think it was
what I would
both.
say, friends.
I think it was both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
No, I like that one scene where they're sitting and like she's trying to get him to meditate and she just puts her hand over his.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Such a sweet moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also like that he lets her. I think that's kind of sweet too.
Oh,
like that he doesn't
also,
fight back. Yeah.
The opening scene of where we just get that really big overview of Pabu, dude.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
The animation this season is insane. Pabu looks real, dude. It doesn't even look like a cartoon. There have been so many parts in this season that I've been like, this doesn't even look animated, man.
Yeah. They're doing really good. And it makes me hope that, like, I don't know if we're going to get a long-running series like this anymore, but, like, Tales of the Jedi, Tales of the Empire, Tales of the whatever the next season is, like, it just makes me excited because, like, each season I know is just going to continue to look better and better.
Oh, I don't think we've talked about Tales of the Empire yet.
No, but we'll, actually, we'll probably talk about that next, boys, after the Bad Batch, because it comes out in, like, 2 weeks.
Dude, Barriss Offee coming back?
Yes, sir.
I'm very excited.
It's going to be awesome.
I mean, she's a traitor, but...
Yeah.
Does anyone have anything else on the episode?
Yeah,
Or have we made all of our points?
I'm trying to think, because I feel like we haven't talked about the episode that much.
Dude, not much happened. I mean,
I think we covered a lot.
They built up Siler to be like this super hard bounty hunter to catch. And, I mean, he was tough. Like, they stunned him a lot. Yeah. We haven't talked about that. Dude got shot like crazy. 80 times with the stun gun and just, like, refused to go down. But, like, the whole, like, capturing him, I thought it was going to be way more, like almost Predator-style episode, which would have been really cool to do.
Yeah.
Like, where they're hunting somebody, but really the prey
they're
is
being
hunting them. Yeah. That would have been a really cool episode to do. And the whole, like, getting Siler was really short and honestly, like, kind of underwhelming to me. I understand that they're 20-minute episodes and you can't do a lot.
Yeah.
But he was just kind of a silly, goofy little guy just bouncing around.
Dude, praying mantis aliens in Star Wars, I'm about it, because that's terrifying.
Yeah, have we seen his species before?
Probably somewhere in a bar.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of the bar, real quick, I just wanted to just throw this out there. We see Greedo in this episode.
Is that Greedo?
He has the same voice and he looks the same as Greedo.
Knowing Dave
And
Filoni, it probably is Greedo.
And he's dressed the same.
Sounds like you're what's that word? Oh, stereotyping Rhodians, Tuck. You racist.
Maybe I am.
Cancel him.
I hear they like their meat well done, so I don't like people who like baseball gloves. That's what I gotta say.
Oh, and now you hate baseball? You must hate America as well.
That's not true. That's not true. FBI agent, listen to this. That's not true. I love America. I love America. I'm not starting a revolution like you may have heard.
Yeah, who spread that rumor?
I don't know.
I just have mean friends. Please take me off your list. Move the van from in front of my house.
But yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the bar, Tuck, because that's something we didn't talk about. Is just like they first come in and Phoenix making a deal with somebody, and they essentially just push this guy out.
Yeah. That's
Which
why
I think
also
is
too
funny.
I thought maybe it was Greedo because I thought that'd be kind of comedic. Like,
Oh, that's who you thought Greedo was?
yeah, the Rhodian sitting right next to Phoenix Shan that's dressed like Greedo and looks like him. Yeah.
I knew there was that Rhodian, but I don't know. I don't know if that is Greedo personally. That guy
He's
seems
the
a
same
little-
tint of green, and then also he was wearing the brown jacket and the blue shirt and the blue pants, just like
He
Greedo.
seems kind of spineless.
But also
Yeah.
he's young. You know, maybe
That is,
he's just
okay,
not.
that is true.
You know, maybe he's just hasn't had much experience yet.
Yeah. You know what? I like that theory.
I think it's Greedo. I'm gonna double down on that.
It's Scorch.
It's
He's just in
your
a
time
costume.
has been scorched. Prepare to be scorched.
I actually would find that hilarious if we find out that like Greedo was actually spineless this entire time, just a coward.
Yeah, well, I mean, in the movies though, he is painted as like slimy,
Yeah.
so maybe he is like kind of a coward in some ways.
Yeah.
Welcome back
Okay.
to Greedo's slimy swamp chair.
Oh my god!
Thank you guys for listening. We really appreciate it.
And now for the after show.
This is what you've
This-
all been waiting for.
this
Now
is
let's
where we get-
slimy.
This is where we get really swampy and wild.
If you want to be a part of
Here
this
at
At
conversation,
Animal Squadron,
you can email us at
we'll
animalsquadron
take care of everything. Email us
that
at
is
animalsquadron@gmail.com if you want to be part of the after show.
If you want to be part of the slime.
If you want to, question of the week on Spotify will be what you thought of this episode.
The question of the week will be if Boba Fett and Omega had a child, is it incest?
No, it will not be that. Actually.
If you'd like to donate your slime to the podcast,
no,
Oh my god!
no, I put my foot down on that one. No.
He's deleting it. He just deletes all of it, so it's like it just gets like really quiet for a second, and then we're laughing like about nothing.
you can't censor me.
I literally
can't
can.
censor
I
me.
literally can.
You can't censor me. That's a naughty thing to do.
So slimy.
Hey, typically here's where I'd ask for you guys to leave a review, but maybe don't review this one.
Review it.
Listen
Give me a
to some other
slimy
episodes,
review.
please. Listen
Let
to
us
some
know.
other episodes.
Let us know this is the holiday special part 2.
We did talk about Ichi's sex chair a lot.
We did.
It does
Explicit
kinda-
tag, man. Every
does
now and
kinda
then we gotta
feel
have one.
like-
We gotta
You
get
gotta
one
throw
out
it
of our
in, man.
system.
It keeps
Gotta
it
get one
good.
out of our system.
There
Yep.
was a good energy today, man.
It was a
It
good
was.
energy. It was.
Very chaotic. Very
Hey.
chaotic.
For the Animal Squadron, this has been Mother Goose.
Lowtech Tuck.
And the always slimy but satisfying HouseDog.
Adios.
Bye,
Give us your
everybody.
slime.